They killed the thing again!
My God, it's all over the place.
Oh my God.
This is just massive ultimate from the thing. Available for Halcyon, there is nothing.
But that's
Oh my!
They need to kill the tanks. What in the name of God is happening? Even if it's not the okay, they're just okay. Come on. Yeah, of course, lots of stories, a lot to behold for all of our viewers here. Of course, for game number one, we are going to have Militia versus Ayres, which is going to be a wonderful matchup today for us, Shuvi. We can see there KC Ayres and Militia. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful game number one today.
Of course, two beautiful teams that's going to be playing tonight. And you know what? I've just got to refresh myself after yesterday because this is going to be a whole new experience.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of new players are going to be doing their action today. It will be lovely. Same map pool as yesterday. If you guys aren't aware, we're going to be heading over to Eagsguard for the Royal Palace, following it up with Midtown over there in the Empire of Eternal Night, following it up in the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, the Hall of Jalia. Some of my favorite maps. And you know, I hope we get to see a game 3 today from one of our sets. I have been praying, Shuvi. I want to go to Hall of Jalia. I will say, I'm very excited to watch Space Turtle again. I believe Sarale talked about it last week, but Space Turtle, if I do remember correctly, is a top 10 Captain America player on console, if I'm not mistaken, or Xbox, or console in general.
Yep. I'm kind of glad we're starting out with this one so we can get it out of the way. Personally, okay, that's my bias, right? But at the same time, we didn't really get to see too much of this area yesterday, so let's take a look at how it's going to begin. A very early dive with the Captain America, just going into the back lines with a pretty safe, at least for the time being. Nothing too biggie at the moment, as it is the first couple moments of the game. Nobody really taking too low, although Cactus Arms on that crew. Oh, whoa, never mind. They're just obliterating some members. There's some kicks early on already.
Yeah, beautifully done there. A few members of Militia already going to be going down. Namor going to fall a little bit late as Checkmate and the rest are going to be able to get up. This Groot just taking spears right now. Claire with another kill on the Snuggles, and it looks like a very early, just beautiful start by KC Ayres.
Team Ayres is just completely locking down the control zone.
Yeah, this is wonderful to see. It's going to take Bucky a second to walk back to point. And we have Luna Snow over here trying to heal up the Groot as much as possible, putting the Snowflake on him. And there's just so much coming out. Nostra as well. We'll be throwing those Swans of Monstro down, trying to just take a little bit of area control. Claire has the Hell Unleashed as well. But are they even going to need it? I see the Groot ult. Are we going to pair it up just yet? No, Cloak and Dagger are going to throw their ult out as well, trying to cover the point with it. Nostra looks up in the air for anything. Hell Unleashed will be going out. 1,000 health. Luna going to be popping her ult as well to try and counter it.
Great response.
Yeah, great response there to keep the team up. Venomous having that Groot ult as well ready. I'm going to be seeing any picks soon, though. The Luna Snow ult runs out. Groot walls everywhere, left and right. Space Turtle gets one. Checkmate finds one. David finds one. There we go. That's what you want to see. Armed and dangerous again. They're trying to take it out. They killed the thing again. 5 big booms from Checkmate. Beautiful retake there. They're able to find their footing here again. Not able to find Hela, unfortunately. And now they're going to have to retreat a little bit. Hopefully nobody gets picked off here. That would be disastrous at the moment. Claire trying to find it.
But this is not a bad start, right? Exactly where they need to be at the moment. Holding control of the center is going to be Team Mojangles. They need to hold this, but oh my goodness, they do it beautifully. What the heck was that?
I was going to say, that's not Mojangles over there, Shuvi. You're close there. It's okay, though. That's Militia, my boy, but they are holding it.
Oh my goodness, I'm mixing up everything, am I?
Hey, all good, no worries. Hey, second day on the job, you're going to get a few things wrong. That's okay, brother. You're all good. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, Militia's gonna have to hold it again, right? They're doing it so well at this point. They've already held it off at once. 3 people falling down.
Oh, the Groot!
Buys them so much time, but the Groot, oh my goodness, nobody can move, but there's no response coming from the rest of the team. That's the problem. The follow-up just isn't there. One person does follow. Checkmate is gonna go down. Can they find this recovery back. Team Ayres is trying desperately trying to push back in. It's going to be an even percentage for both of the teams right now. So many people just clobbered up in the center of the zone. There is the Luna ultimate coming down once again from Ayres as well. Everything stacking up one after another. The Hela is just pumping damage out in her ultimate on top of it. A response with the Luna ultimate too. And now, all of a sudden, Team Militia in a really good spot.
Yeah, this is wonderful to see. Militia is holding it so well. We saw Claire with that Hela ultimate trying to do anything but Groot picking up all these kills, and they were able to turn it around. Claire's the last one alive who's going to try and hold it, but it doesn't look like it. Ayres end up losing the first point to Militia. What a great comeback.
But the thing that I'm worried about now for Team Militia is the fact that Team Ayres, Cactus Arms is 61% on that Groot. If you want to pair it up with the Whale, it definitely could be an opportunity they could look at. Venomous, on the other hand, 12%. They have a long way to go before that's going to be paired up.
Whoa, actually, Nostra switching it over to the Winter Soldier there. Bucky Barnes coming out, losing that charge on the Namor, but that's okay. Actually, David's going to be walking around looking for a flank play here. And look at this right here. Oh, has to go up into the air, only on 8 health, and what a flank from the Namor, but unfortunately, Claire's going to be taking them down easily. And oh my goodness, I forgot Claire also on the Punisher there. They're using that rocket team up, that infinite ammo on both Bucky and Punisher to output a disgusting amount of DPS, Shuvi. And look at this thing as well, just going to be walking up, trying to bully as much as possible. Clobber time is ready, but I'm hearing again, Shuvi, and we're going to see it again, but a great wall there by Venomous, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter because Judge, Jury, and Executioner, the Punisher is here.
They have control over this right now. Ultimate value is actually pretty high on that team too, Team Ayres.
Yeah.
They got 3. Rocket ultimate is going to be utilized, trying to hold that center line as much as possible. On the flip side, we have ultimates also being propped up too. Oh my god, it's all over the place.
Oh my god.
Militia just completely derails everything that Team Ayres wanted to do. Who cares about ultimates? We just run in there, kill everybody. Yeah, this time it was an even faster retake, right? It's 30% now, not 80. They have a lot of breathing room to work with. Even if they don't manage to hold it this time around, that'll be all right.
Clobber time
starting to drop, but oh my god, the damage returns are coming in, and this was what I was talking about. This might be the breathing space that Team Militia needed, because slowly but surely they are getting disintegrated. 4 people now falling down, 5 people falling down. Yep, they are definitely going to need that breathing room.
But once they do, it's so hard to deal with that, especially when it's on 2 characters, Shuvi.
Oh, here we go. The Venomous and the Whale also pops on in. Are there going to be any kills to come out of that?
No,
nothing just yet. The Punisher ultimate also coming out as well. Shoot, 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 shoot. Bullets, 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 bullets. Everything is fine, but there is just no damage because Luna's dancing up in front on top of it. There is no death still. What the heck? We used like 5 bullets, but nobody died.
Yeah, wow, that is insane. And now the DPS of Ayres trying to do as much as they can. They're going to be fighting the picks, and it looks like they're holding on to it for another minute. Militia needs to figure it out fast. Only less than 20% left. Oh my god, Shuvi, will they have one more fight for this? Will they be able to find it?
Slowly going below single-digit percentages. They're trying to push on in, but everyone's starting to come out of their base now, of all things. I don't think they're going to have enough time for even somebody to walk on in here. Overtime will be hit, but what can they do? These brute walls are just denying entry point into the center. Overtime gauge going to about a third left on whatever it is remaining. Ultimates being thrown out everywhere too. They really want this area. They really want to go to map 3.
Yeah, they want it very badly, and they're just about to have it. A few members of Ayres are dead, and they're able to capture it. They need 62% right now, Shuvi, but Ayres is going to be clawing at it. They want it so badly too. Oh my god, are they going to be able to find it? They don't. Oh, they want to go to that map 3. It's so
really
hard.
Yep, trying super hard, but these deaths again are being stagnated, and I think it might
they have
enough. Yeah, they should have it at this point. Overtime flipped on its side again. The control going over to Team Ayres. They should have it, maybe. They almost have it. Yes, they do. They're gonna take it over into the 3rd location and Bifrost Garden. And then if you're able to chain all that together, you know the devastation that is coming in, right? We can talk about it all we want, but at the same time, we can imagine it all we want to. Can it actually come to fruition? As we're going to start pushing in towards the capture point. 20 seconds to go before that's going to be available. Let's see who is going to be able to get it first. Fortunately, no Jeffs available this time around. We're not going to get the 1v1 like we saw yesterday, but the fight's still going to be regardless.
Yeah, here we go. They're all going to be on the high ground. Of course, Space Turtle going to be taking a whole lot of damage on that Captain America, but going to be popping that Assemble to try and live for as long as possible. Bunny hopping everywhere, and it looks like actually is Ayres going to be able to do anything here. Both DPS ultimates for Ayres are going to come on out. The Moon Knight's trying to do anything, but it's not going to be enough. Claire's finding a few. Cactus finds some as well, and I believe that's going to be Ayres winning the first fight and taking the throne room.
How easy is that going to be? Especially when the only ultimates available for them is going to be that Groot, at least for the time being. About 80-90% on the Invisible Woman, as well as 83% for the Cloak and Dagger. They're trying to push on it.
Oh my god, and a beautiful wall to actually wall the other Groot off. Venomoose just getting isolated, taken down by Claire. The amount of damage was just too much. We saw Big Boy actually trying to hop on top of the wall to just keep Venomoose up, but it wasn't enough. They do have a few ultimates, 4 to be specific, to work with here, trying to get on in. The thing is acting like another Groot wall. Snuggles gonna pop that carpet to try and get on in. David does find Groot to begin. Looks like Nostra's falling awfully low. The Bucky is gonna be staying up. That's his second pick onto Halcyon though, and it looks like Militia might be able to cap this. They do.
Slowly but surely pushing the Ares members back into a choke point where this Groot is going to have so much more effectiveness. Captain America on the backside, he's assembling all of his teammates, trying his best to stay alive in the front side, stacking against 4 different players.
There we go.
Once he manages to get a pick off on the Punisher himself as well.
I was going to say, even while the Punisher's ulting, this Cap is going to be able to do so much, reflect a lot of that damage back at him, but the ult is over, unfortunately. Are you going to be able to take down Nostra? No. Cactus finds one as well on the point, and KC Ayres able to find it once again, taking the point, trying to stagger as many members of Militia as they can. Snuggles will fall, and 30% is left for Ayres to claim Yggdrasil as their own for map number 1. And here we go, the turret trying to put out so much DPS there. David on this Moon Knight trying to build that ultimate up as fast as possible. Only a few percentage left. It's going to go into overtime. The ults are coming on out. It's clobbering time. Turtle takes one. Nostra falls, but Claire and Sarkareth find 2 there onto Militia. They will be going down. I believe actually one of them going to be rezzed. Nostra, it's just so back and forth. This is so scrappy, but 3 members of Militia are down. David with a big ultimate, but is it going to be enough? Pulling them back in. Claire finds another, and KC Ayres, only Venomoose is left, and Ayres takes Yggdrasil. Shuvi. Makes total sense. No Strange Man this time, so we will see Cactus Arms on that instead. Illicit will be back on that thing, of course. Space Turtle also going to be on the thing here. And Militia.
Although I will say for... Oh, wait, no, Nostra's changed back over to the Storm, so we might actually see the second one in this time around.
All right.
Talk about the Black Panther, but no, we got another Storm.
All right, understandable. I was going to say it would be a little bit hard to play Black Panther into this with the Namor, the Punisher, a lot of it. The Luna's going to be healing so much, but the rest of all these DPS picks I'm loving so much. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. David going to be back on the Namor like I just talked about, but right now KC Ayres going to be shoving it in very nicely here, trying to get around the corner at the moment.
Yeah, I actually really like the way that Ayres is playing this, where they're not going too crazy about all of this, although, whoa, Venomoose split apart just a little bit, pushed a little bit too far forward, and of course, Claire on that Ella will be able to pick that off immediately, which is going to put it down to a 5v6, I apologize, which is going to start devolving extremely quick, but Nostra also getting picked off a little bit earlier on into this fight too. Luna, you're popping the ultimate, Ayres going to stabilize at least for the time being, but this convoy pushing past forward, even despite the fact that Nostra went down, stun coming through, massive ultimate from the thing, trying to be reciprocated by everyone else, but everything is falling apart for Team Militia as Ayres. Oh my goodness, the damage is a massive 5v6 again too. Ayres somehow is just able to do it over and over again. The Storm ultimate coming out to maybe even push this lead even further, but the Luna ultimate's going to come out in response. Beautiful responses from all of these teams.
Space Turtle actually still ended up dying. We have the Agamotto as well coming out from Cactus, finding a few members, and Oh my god, KC Ayres just on the attack so much. They almost have the second point already. Militia. I know I sound like a broken record, but finding their footing, you need to find it fast, but I don't think they'll be able to do it. They're going to have an over 5-minute hold for this third point, Shuvi.
Really good at holding certain locations, but as soon as a convoy pushes past that, they just started falling apart.
Yeah, it was kind of rough. That second point is so hard to kind of find yourself. This is going to be interesting as well. Claire walking on up. Great aim from Claire today as well on this Hella, just doing so much damage. Illicit jumps back to his team, has that quadrant time, and I believe we're about to see it once the mag shield goes down. Maybe just waiting for a little bit of a better opportunity. There it is, running on in. Now so many members of Militia going to be knocked up and stunned. The punches coming on through those Yancey Street A-makers. You love to see it. Halcyon finds one, Illicit finds one, 2 members of Militia are down. The Venom comes on out to try and stall for as much time as possible. Nostra with that big storm, that hurricane's coming on in, so much damage. Venom climbs up top to try and stall as much as possible, but all members of Militia are going down, Shuvi, one by one like dominoes. They fall. Checkmate falls. Big Boy's still going to be on the point right now. Space Turtle has the ultimate, trying to stop it. Luna as well. That's 12 seconds of stall time for them. The rest of Militia's trying to get up, but there's still 3 minutes on the clock, man.
I think it might be time for Team KC Ayres to push this all the way. Ultimate available for Cactus Arms. Ultimate available for Halcyon. There is nothing you can do about this. And the Agamotto just rips apart the members of Militia. It is a team ace, and that's going to be it. The convoy will push all the way to the end.
Wow.
And that will do it. 3 points for Team KC Ayres. What will Team Militia have as a response? Yep, what are your responses, Checkmate? He's trying to have some fun with the picks, isn't he? He's hovering the Spider-Man. Hey, listen, Claire is back on that Hella, and it's going to make it really difficult to fight in these open areas. Although, whoa, Team Militia maybe a little bit too split apart. Space Turtle will bring themselves back towards their teammates. Venomous needs to try contesting up against Claire's Hella of all things, trying to push the convoy as much as possible. 50 meters in, it seems to be stable at least for the time being. But as we start turning this corner and onto the ambulance, of course, you know what's going to happen. Although, whoa,
oh, nice.
Nostra getting ripped apart. Space Turtle is able to find the pick on that one. The health bar on this Doctor Strange pretty low as well. It might actually be a stable push to the ambulance.
Come on, Militia. This is what we wanted to see from y'all. Space Turtle activating his Bonkai in the back or something. I don't know what is going on, man. He's going crazy. Despite perishing, finds a few members of the defense. KC Ayres. Oh, Checkmate, unfortunately, is going to go down. But they get the first point. 5.5 minutes to get it to the second point. Claire ends up finding 2, but that is okay. You guys got it to the first point. You'll get a little bit of push here. Just regroup for a second. Don't go too hard. I can already tell it's looking good. Cactus with a portal to try and get back to point fast.
Yeah, Militia is really turning things around. They may fall every now and then, but the picks are looking really good. Illicit has been constantly picked off multiple times. There is the Assemble coming in. Same thing for the Venom. The Ultimate's throwing everybody off guard. Luna will have to pop the Ultimate in response to Team KC Ayres, but this buys a lot of space that Team Militia can work with. This convoy is not even that far up, but their Ultimates are all being utilized to try push the members of Militia back from Team Ayres.
I will say great Ultimate there by the Cloak and Dagger as well, and that damage coming out, and there it is. Clobbering time, but it's not going to be enough. Illicit falls as well as Nostra, and hold on, Militia. Hold on a second. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Like I said, tooth and nail, down to that last drop of blood. They want this so badly, and they'll fight for it, Shuvi.
This is so much more different. They have so much more confidence now pushing in with a composition like this. The Venom is just going absolutely ham. Same thing for the Psylocke. There's another pick on Illicit. Illicit's been picked off multiple times in this match so far. The thing has no responses to all the damage coming out from the side of Team Militia.
This is nice right now, KC Ayres. It looks like this is a very attacker-sided map for them right now for both of these teams. It looks like they're both struggling to defend this. Yeah. They just need to regroup and hold your chokes. It's very hard for them right now, but this Venom is in and out. David looking wonderful. Venomous has that Hella ult ready to unleash it. Yeah, Claire picked off, but that's a 4-bomb for KC Ayres, and that is gonna stop the march of Militia for just a moment.
The halfway point for the convoy, it can definitely be possible. Ultimate for the Psylocke available there, just waiting to pop everything at once. There is the Cloak and Dagger ultimate available too. Space Turtle getting taken a little bit lower, will be brought back alive. Claire just desperately trying something up in the air. Venomous pops it, but will take it instead.
Very rough there. They were caught after that ultimate. Unfortunately, not able to do much. Clobbering time comes out as well. Checkmate will fall. KC Ayres able to find a few picks here. Venomous is going to be walking back to point very slowly. But what are we going to be able to find on the side of Militia? They did end up pushing the cart just a smidge, but there's the Hell Unleashed for Claire as well to secure this. Oh my god. Space Turtle did end up fighting Sarkareth, but it's still looking a little bit hard for them right now. Multiple members of KC Ayres are down now. Wait, hold on. They're flipping it. Are they going to be able to match the time of KC Ayres?
There's no way. 20 seconds to match it, but oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. Claire is still dead for the next 2 seconds. The convoy is pushing. We got about
almost
4 meters. It's almost there. Oh, it's so close, but they're able to hold it at least for now. Oh, this is so close.
Space Turtle finds one.
Again. David goes down. Venom is going to be gone for the side of Team Militia. They are trying desperately to push this in as much as possible. Nostra picks off 2, though, and the time itself is not going to be met, but they still have a little bit more to work with.
Just a little bit further from Militia, even if it's not the... Okay, they're just... Okay, come on. This portal, I love it. And Checkmate to come back before they can truly push this again. They're trying to find a pick anywhere. Venom just keeps going on, and David, unfortunately, a little bit too deep there, Shuvi. And there's an office building. Agamotto as well from Cactus, and I think he's looking for it up in the air from the ropes. Jeff Hardy, will he be able to find it? Oh, able to find one there, actually, in the form of Space Turtle. Checkmate falls as well. Now only a little over a minute and a half for Militia to attack.
There is so much crowd control available for KC Ayres, and that seems to be the big deal, right? The big turnaround that KC Ayres have been looking for to try holding this convoy in place and push it back as much as possible. But the fight is going to begin once again. Luna Ultimate activated, trying to push this as much as possible, hold the line as often as they can. The whale comes out too. I don't really know how many people it landed on, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. The convoy still pushing as much as possible. Illicit on the backside, trying to hold that convoy, but I don't know if they're going to get picked. Yes, there we go. Illicit is down. Not too much lost on the side of Team Militia. Ultimates are still activated as Venomous up in the air. Oh, Checkmate going for the turbo.
There we go. Yeah, Checkmate finds 2. Claire finds 2 as well. This is going to be so close. Okay. There we go, Checkmate. Now there's just one left on the point. They have to kill Cactus Arms, who's going to be up in the air, which gives them a little bit of time actually to push this. It will be contested at the moment, but if Cactus Arms goes down, they need to kill the tanks. Cactus just barely able to live. This is beautiful. And now the healers are going to be coming back. These tanks can live. Space Turtle. Oh my god, trying to get as much healing as possible. These ults need to come up. David just about to have that Venom ult. Space Turtle as well, who's going to be the first one to go down here. I'm looking at the top right. I'm looking for it. Cactus Arms falls low. Nostra getting low. It's left and right. One for one right now. Space Turtle goes down, but David is able to find Cactus Arms tank for tank at the moment. Checkmate trying to get a health back over there. Don't want to put too much pressure on your healers. Big Boy trying to heal up these tanks as much as possible. Overtime is here. They're going back and forth. Shuvi, this is crazy. A member of Militia falls. Venomous is down. Space Turtle's running back to point. David going crazy. Checkmate falls. David finds a third, though. 2 meters left. There we go. Snuggles needs to pop this ult as fast as possible. You're not going to be able to use it again, but they did. Oh my god, Militia has another chance at life against KC Ayres, man. Holy hell. That was gorgeous indeed. But now let's see how Ayres is going to be able to defend against this. Of course, the team with less time is going to be attacking first to see how far they'll be able to get it. 60 seconds. There's we go.
Thing anymore. This is such a good response.
Yes, I love this right now. Venomous actually on the attacking side was on Adam for a moment. We'll switch back over to the Sioux. But here we go. Already so much damage from Claire coming out. That right click as well. David waiting in the wings up top, trying to look for a dive onto anything. Will find it. Maybe going to be targeting Claire here or one of the healers.
Nice.
Trying to go in the back. Space Turtle unfortunately going to go down. David, the hero of last time, though, might be able to find a few picks. He was able to find 3 there at the end. Will he be able to do it, though? 20 33 seconds. Illicit trying to pump out damage with this penny. Doesn't have their mines available at the moment. The big mine spewer, I should say. They do have their little mini mines available. Check on the left, looking for anything. Will get taken down before they can find that health pack. But now they're going to have to find anything else.
5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds. They're going to try and take it into overtime. They need ults as fast as possible. Looks like Snuggles maybe trying to get as much healing out as possible. 85. We're watching that ultimate go up and up and up. Hopefully they don't use their ults at the same time. They need to space them out properly. Venomous, I feel like we're about to go invisible here in a second. Once they come back, Cactus Arms are just putting a portal down. What is this? Right in front of their face. What in the name of God? We're invisible right now, though. Penny's just running around on point. What in the name of God is happening? Oh my God, Invisible Woman in the back as well, able to find their own ult. And Luna's just on point dancing. She's dancing on it, Shuvi. Oh my God, Ayres holding this so well. Snuggles unfortunately is down, was able to use the ultimate, but come on, Militia, we need to find something. Space Turtle and Luna's ult, Big Boy, is able to use it. It will just end their Space Turtle, able to find Sarkrat in the back. David now with a kill onto Illicit. 2 members of KC Ayres down. Militia, can we at least get the first point, boys? They're trying their best. Space Turtle has to fall back for a little bit of heal. Shuvi, I feel like my ears are ringing right now. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is all over the place. The first control is so close. They're trying to push it 110 meters. They are so close to pushing this point. Ultimates being invested from both sides, trying to utilize every single source of power they have to try either delaying or pushing. Nostra falls, Claire falls, Cactus falls. The first checkpoint, it's so close. It's so close. The Penny falls too, and that'll be it. The first checkpoint has been hit. Team Militia has got it.
There we go. They at least get the first point under their belt. That is beautiful to see from them. Space Turtle trying to make as much space as possible for that point to be able to push the heartbeat. Like I said, Cat, be careful, man. You got to get out of there. You don't want to die right now. That's a 12-second timer, unless you're going to be able to kill one with David coming on in as well. Invisible Woman might be forced to pop the ult here so they don't die. But David, both of the tanks for Militia die, and that's going to be KC Ayres just going to be able to take free reign. A few seconds until they're up. The Eye of Agamotto comes on out. No support else to be able to contest this unless Venomous actually does have one. Are they going to be able to utilize it properly, though? Claire is able to find 2. Space Turtle comes on back, but all the members of Militia are falling. It's too late unless no.
You have Vanguard sitting up in the front, but you got no support in the backside. Again, the idea was there, but I think the timing was just slightly unfortunate. Maybe if they died a little bit earlier, maybe if they were able to stay alive a little bit earlier, you could have
insanity,
the dream, but it just didn't happen. Militia need to pick this off over and over again, right? It needs to happen multiple times in this specific push. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult for Team Militia. They're pushing up and holding, trying to hold as far up as possible. Are they going to be able to hold this corner line? This was the most successful hold yesterday that we saw from Team Nightshade. Are they going to be able to pull it off again?
And KC Ayres is just pushing it. Will they be able to do it? There we go. Venomous is going to be able to throw that up, trying to do as much as possible. Moon Knight Khonshu will come out as well. Another Invisible Woman ult. They do have Clobber in time. Illicit does it. A lot of members of Militia are going to be up in the air. That's 3 members down, and the rest of them have to fall back. There's still 3 minutes left for KC Ayres, man.
Oh my God. Captain America sitting up in the front side. Space Turtle trying desperately to hold this convoy as long as possible. We're at 2 minutes and 35 seconds. The rest of the team for Team Militia will join along. But hella,
Claire gets 2.
Claire just rips people apart. Snuggles is down. Checkmate is down. Convoy pushing slowly but surely. They're running out of time, Team Militia.
They need to deal with Claire fast. Venomous goes down. Snuggles is coming back with the ult, though. Checkmate. Are they going to be able to hold this? They are just barely hanging on by a thread for this first point. 2 minutes still left. And oh my God, I need to see Snuggles ult this, or are they going to be able to hold it? David comes on in there, actually able to find 2. Hold on, no sure and Claire down. That's the DPS line. Illicit's now struggling to find anything. Checkmate is able to find another one as well. Snuggles will end up going down with the ultimate, unfortunately. But it looks like they're going to be able to hold it by a damn thread, Shuvi.
Oh my.
90 seconds. Snuggles still has that Cloak and Dagger ult on the side of the the defense. And now Alyssa's going a little deep right now as we get to our bird's eye view. There we go. They're going to be trying to stall a little bit of time. Both, actually, 2 support ultimates going to be used. Venomous has the Invisible Woman if they decide to end up using that as well. But I'm sure they're trying to use it in a defensive way. Unfortunately, Big Boy goes down on the side of the defense. This is going to be a little bit rough. No way. But so many members. I didn't even notice they switched over to 3 support, actually. That's kind of crazy. Now David's trying to fall back as well. Just maybe stalled as much as possible. It's on, but dies, unfortunately. 50 seconds on the clock, everybody. They need to get it halfway through. The clock is ticking.
30 meters to go, 30 meters to go, 30 meters is all they have to work with. Space Turtle holding up in the front side. Avengers assemble. He wants to hold the front line as much as possible.
He just stalled his checkmate as well.
Go, 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 go. Punch it everywhere. But no, Claire's
not able to find. No, but Claire's not able to barely find anything with that ult. Trying to do as much as possible. Checkmate actually as well. Wasn't able to find too much. All these ults are barely doing anything. Big Boy not able to, unfortunately, live there. The Luna will go down. Checkmate's now running in. Are they going to be able to take care of the Psylocke? One dash is used. Davis trying to go in. Now they're able to take down the Psylocke. Venomous does go down right as the ult runs out. It's overtime now. 12-second timers for everybody to be able to spawn. Checkmate in the back, trying to find anything that they can. They're trying to stall Space Turtle and Snuggles both go down. David is just about down as well, and so many members lost. KC Ayres with barely any time takes Midtown to 2-0 Militia.
Feel it.